We're merrily, 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 merrily off to nowhere in particular. We...
Here we go through the universe of energy. It will grow, see it glow. It's the universe of energy.
I'm sorry. I've been waiting in this line for about 3 years. I almost forgot I was in line for Harry Potter's bank and not my own.
Oh, boom!
But rides based on movies can be a lot of fun, particularly when they're based on your childhood favorites. Unfortunately, in today's market, that means many of our beloved franchises have to be rebooted in order to get that younger demographic. Ooh la la. Let's take a look at a few rides based on films that surprisingly have not been rebooted, which also means you will definitely never get a chance to experience these attractions. Plus, in order to house these kind of rides, you would have to build some sort of movie world.
Warner Brothers Movie World.
Movie World, sometimes known as Warner Brothers Movie World, is a movie-themed amusement park found in Australia, Madrid, and Germany that opened in 1991. It's similar to Universal Studios parks in that everything... Is that Yahoo serious? For a decade, Movie World Australia boasted a tilted floor plan known as Young Einstein's Gravity Homestead.
I know those words, but that sign makes no sense.
Anyway.
But what Spielberg-graced film could inspire a bi-coastal, non-roller coastal film diversion ride excursion?
There's something special for your kids at Hardee's. With any sandwich, fries, and soft drink, get a Gremlins storybook and record for 99 cents or less plus tax.
People forget how huge Gremlins was.
Forget those teenage mutant reptiles and that robo thing.
There were toys, a cereal, a pilot for an animated series that somebody misplaced. I wished specifically for a Gremlin attraction as a kid, but little did I know, they half-assed a pretty neat one overseas.
Gremlins 18 and under stay free.
We enter a behind-the-scenes tour of Warner Brothers Studio, and are first forced to watch a video of Sandra Bullock introducing film bloopers, or...
Outtakes oder bloopers.
Mommy, what's a Gagorkin?
This goes on for about 10 years, until we cut to the set of friggin' Alf, of all places.
Come, pussy, 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 pussy. Die Kammerjäger!
This must have been why everyone on the set of Alf hated it so much and had to take heroin.
We must vacate this building as quickly as possible. Some gremlins have escaped from the film hall. Come on, everyone. Hurrying means hurrying. Come on, quick.
You know that this is a ride based on Gremlins 2 and not the original by how much the monsters love bright lights. Incidentally, while in Germany you get Alf as your backstage tour guide, in Australia you get Beetlejuice of all people.
Seems we got a little redecorating going on in the next room.
Learn to throw your voice, fool your friends, fun and party.
This ride's got aliens, ghosts, and monsters, but what I really want to see is where they store old film cans and generic Halloween costumes.
What's that? Kenny, what's that back there? Some a Rocket Ricky fan? Hey, you're not a Rocket Ricky fan?
Let me just recap right now. It's Brainy Gremlin, Spider Gremlin, Bat Gremlin, Lady Gremlin, Googly Eye Gremlin, Electricity Gremlin. I'm gonna throw in a Gremlin myself. Vegetable Gremlin.
And the Republican High School Marching Band.
Oh, guard, turn, parry, dodge, spin, thrust.
Oh, every night. New Year's Eve.
At this point, our car is attacked by a robotic Phoebe Cates who stops us completely.
Firemen came and broke through the chimney top, and me and Mom were expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird, and instead they pulled out my father.
Not really, but things get so dark here I can't really tell you what's happening. For all I know, some munchies just shot at some critters while some ghoulies derailed our car and we're all just dead now.
I've paid my dues.
We enter that room. You know that one with all the water? Well, the Gremlins are firing hoses, getting their squirt on. Alf pulls the murder switch and kills them all in front of us, and then the ride just kind of stops. Smooth move, Peltzer.
Come, pussy, 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 pussy.
Asshole!
Sorry, folks. It won't happen again.
You should switch to decaf.
Okay, that was fun. But how about a ride based on a movie that didn't make us cry as kids? On purpose. In 1996, Movie World let visitors enter Fantasia, a world of unending imagination with fantastical creatures and settings that for sure would hold one of the greatest film-to-ride adaptations available. So, do you spend the ride atop a racing snail, or perhaps everyone joins hands upon Falcor's back and we eat some neighborhood bullies? Surely a movie this dense with possibilities would translate beautifully to a theme park attraction, right? The Neverending Story ride is a river rapids adventure. While a log flume is kind of like a dark ride or roller coaster in the water following a track, a river rapids ride tends to spin you around in a big tube. The first semi-familiar face we see is the childlike Empress.
Again, folks, it's Precious, Roy, Squirrel, Zappers. Get 'em! Suckers! Precious Roy, making lots of suckers out of girls and boys.
Then we pass under a giant head of Gamork, the almost animatronic.
Fantasia has no boundaries.
Now, into that tight corridor between those high barriers.
Olmec, are you ready?
Let's rock.
This is the 5th ride or attraction based on a Deep Roy movie. He hasn't appeared in any of them. That poor little man. Boy, there's a lot of Queen in this episode. Kill me! We then enter the Rockbiter's cousin's mouth and see a living version of the Orin Talisman, pass the Space Needle, and get a personal goodbye from the Empress herself.
Goodbye, Jasmine, Ollie, Travis.
Sadly, both of these rides are gone now. All that is left is this speck of dust. The Gremlin Invasion's microwave doors closed in 2001 and was replaced by a Scooby-Doo haunted castle ride, as most attractions tend to be. The Neverending Tube Story was refurbished as the Mystery River in 2001 and seems to be mostly made up of characters from Turkish Neverending Story.
I'm, the Stone Nibbler. Yeah, that's it.
They defanged Gamork and kicked out so many creatures that it looks like poor Morla finally did herself in.
I am alone. By the time you read this, I will be gone, having jumped.
You can never truly go home again, and it's true. Unless you're German or Australian.
Proper care and feeding of a teenager. Number 1 rule, don't let them drink alcohol. Rule number 2, never let them get into a car with a driver who has been drinking. Rule number 3, never, ever, under any circumstances, allow him to take illegal drugs.
What is it?
I am the servant of the power behind the nothing.
He does that sometimes.